Hello, my name is Rogelio and I'm going to talk about the fifth practice. This is very similar to the last practice we made. First, we have a motor that will start after pressing the start button, and then the second motor will start a couple of seconds after that. However, what changes here is that when we press the stop button, first motor B will stop and a couple of seconds later, motor A will stop. So we'll need the use of a second timer in order to time the stop of the first motor. How will we do this? Well, first we'll start with a very simple starting sequence. When we press this button, motor A will start. When motor A starts, this timer goes off, and after a set amount of time, it activates motor B right here. Now the stop button will work a little different from last times. Instead of completely shutting down the circuits, it will act as a contact for this timer, which will simulate the time that is needed for motor A to stop. What does this mean? Well, after pressing this button, it will activate this additional relay that we used, which will automatically turn off motor B, and after a set amount of time, it will activate the second timer and it will turn off motor A. Now I will simulate the practice in order to better illustrate the explanation. First, I will press the start button. This will activate motor A immediately, and then, thanks to this timer, motor B will start a couple of seconds later. Now, I will press this stop button, which will immediately deactivate motor B, and thanks to this timer, will take a couple of seconds for motor A to stop running. Right there. I will also test the overload relays. Uh, After motor A gets an overload, both motors stop. However, if motor B gets an overload, only motor B will stop and motor A will keep running. Unless you press the stop button, which will take a couple of seconds for the motor A to stop running, but it will eventually stop. And here it is physically. There are the two motors, then we have the timers. This timer will help turn on motor B, and this one will help turn off motor A. Now here we have a contactor that will act as a relay because we didn't have any actual relays. Here's the start button and the stop button, as well as the lamps. Now I will start motor A, and a couple of seconds later motor B also starts. As you could see by the little jolt it did. Now I will press the stop button and motor B stopped. And a couple of seconds later motor A also stopped. Now, an important thing here is that the overload relays didn't work, so we couldn't exactly test them. But aside from that, the practice worked perfectly fine, and well, that will be all. Thank you for watching.